Last week, I had the privilege of sitting in a room after an emergency call from the HOD of the Department of Education, Ms. Sharon Marsdorp. Around 15 to 20 pastors had been invited to gather in prayer. As I looked around the room, I couldn't help but reflect on how important it is for the church to be present where decisions are made and where lives are being shaped. One person I would like to acknowledge is Ms. Sharon Marsdorp, whose leadership stood out to me. She demonstrated the courage to put prayer first by inviting pastors to pray for the Department of Education, its leadership, our schools, our principals, our teachers, and most importantly, our learners. That kind of leadership deserves recognition because it acknowledges that we need God's wisdom and guidance in every area of society. This experience reminded me that the church is called to be much more than a place we attend on Sundays. We are not only called to gather for worship, fellowship, coffee, and conversations. We are called to be the hands and feet of Christ in every sphere of influence, whether it is education, government, business, healthcare, media, or local communities. God has positioned His people to be a light in places where hope and wisdom and truth are needed. Education is one of the most influential areas of society because it shapes future generations. When the church and community leaders stand together in humility, praying for those who carry the responsibility of leading our schools and educational institutions, we create an opportunity for God to move in powerful ways. Our role is not to take over or control, but to be faithful. My prayer is that what I witnessed last week will not be an isolated moment. I pray that more government departments, schools, municipalities, businesses, and community organizations will open their doors to prayer and recognize the value that the church brings. We are called to stand alongside our leaders, to lift up their arms, to pray, to for wisdom, integrity, and courage, and to be a moral and spiritual voice that points people toward hope. To Ms. Sharon Marsdorp, the HOD of Education, thank you for your leadership, your courage, and your willingness to acknowledge the importance of prayer. May God continue to strengthen and guide you as you lead. And to the church, may we never be content with remaining with